everybody, welcome to Grace Kids and the adventure of following Jesus. Wow, now time flies when you are having fun. And 2021 is moving along and we're in the last week of our series Rules for Life, where we have had so much fun discovering our rules and how to be responsible. Now, when you are playing a game, you need to make sure that you're being responsible and following the rules so that you can have fun. And it's just like that in real life. We need to follow some rules for life so that we can live well, play well, and finish strong. But now it's time to dance and sing and worship God and hear our message. So come along. I'll see you again later.
I'm Erica. Who's up for a game of Brain Drain? The rules to this one are very simple. Use every single part of your brain to get your team to guess the answers to the questions. You're my team! So you've got to guess the answers. That's your responsibility. Responsibility is showing you can be trusted with what is expected of you. Okay, this first question is knowledge-based. So you're going to need to use this part of your brain you use for intense thinking. What is 4 plus 4 plus 8 plus 8 minus 16? You have 10 seconds. Go! Carry the 1. Okay, time's up! Here's the answer. 4 plus 4 plus 8 plus 8 minus 16 is 8! Did you get the answer? Did you get the answer? Huh? Who got it? I'm gonna say you did. Next question. Okay, so this is an artistic question. You'll need that creative part of your brain right here. Using the enclosed clay and drawing pad, get your team to guess the following phrase. Okay, I can do this. Go! Huh? What? What? Do you get it? It's a dime a dozen. A dime a dozen. A dime a dozen. That's the phrase that means something is so common you can pretty much find it anywhere. It's a dime a dozen. We're rich, I tell you. We're rich. Oh.
Let's do another one.
Ooh! This one's a performance card. I like this one. It uses that part of your brain that gives you courage. Right here to act on stage or sing. Here goes. Get your team to guess the following animal. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'll just look silly. In today's story, we'll learn about a boss who put 3 servants in charge of bags of gold. Will the servants do something with what they're given or waste their opportunity? I'm not going to act like that animal. Stop wondering. Stop!
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verses 14 through 30.
When Jesus wanted to share truth with the people that followed Him, He often would tell a parable, a story.
Here is what the kingdom of heaven will be like.
These parables used everyday situations to help people think and understand God's truth for themselves. One day in Jerusalem, Jesus wanted to share a story with His followers. If He told that same story today, it might sound something like this. There once was a man who created the world's most amazing energy bar.
Just one bite and I feel like I could leap tall buildings in a single bound. What is even in these?
If I told you, I'd have to leave you stranded on top of Mount Everest.
The man did such a good job of selling the energy bars, he soon became wealthy. Then one day, he got on a Zoom call with 3 of his top employees.
Zane, Ren, Murray.
Yes, sir.
Right here.
Murray,
Says he's here.
I don't hear him.
start your audio, Murray.
Oh, hey, just, I was finishing the movie.
I've called you together for an important purpose. I'm going offline.
You're what?
Completely screen-free. I'm going to travel the world for a while. Hike Everest, cross the Sahara, dive down to the Mariana Trench, miles beneath the ocean, all fueled by my energy bar, of course.
Dude, that is far out.
Literally.
The rich man had carefully studied his employees and knew what they can handle.
While I'm gone, I'm leaving you in charge of my money. Zane, I'm sending you an encrypted key to access my gold account with 5,000 credits.
Oh, excellent.
Ren, here's an encrypted key to access my silver account with 2,000 credits.
I'm on it.
Murray, check your inbox for an encrypted key to my bronze account with 1,000 credits.
That's it.
That's it. I'm going off the grid.
Immediately, Zane accessed the money from the gold account and put that money to work. He hired scientists and designers to create a suction shoe that would keep a rock climber from falling.
I call it the fly shoe.
The fly shoe sold as nearly as fast as the energy bar. Zane soon made his money back, and more. Ren, meanwhile, made excellent use of the money in the silver account.
What does every adventurer need besides fuel and shoes? A friend.
So Ren invented a robotic hamster that could travel anywhere an explorer can go, from the highest of mountains to the deepest ocean trench. Soon, robotic adventure hamsters sold as fast as toilet papers. So that left only Murray, who sat looking at the bronze account on his computer screen.
Only 1,000? It's like he expects me to mess it up. Well, I'll show him. Ha!
So Murray took the money out in coins and stashed them in a giant bag. Then late one night, dug a hole in his backyard, stashed the bag inside, and covered it right back up.
Great. Now all I have to do is go back inside and watch Netflix.
After a very long time, the rich man returned from the wilds.
Ah, electricity, internet. I have returned to the grid. Please accept my meeting invite.
Zane and Ren hopped on the call immediately. Murray took a little longer.
Start your audio, Murray.
Oh yeah, there it is.
I'm excited to see how you've handled my money. Zane?
Through sales of the fly shoe, I've added 5,000 more credits to your gold account.
Well done, good and faithful employee. You've been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share my happiness. Now, Ren.
My adorable traveling robotic hamsters have earned 2,000 more credits for your silver account.
Well done, good and faithful employee. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share my happiness. So, Murray.
Yeah, hold on.
Murray reached down and held up a muddy sack. He spilled the coins across the desk.
How much is that?
1,000 credits.
That's what I gave you.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I knew you're a tough businessman. You make money even where you haven't worked for it. I didn't want you getting mad, so I just buried the money. See? It's all safe.
Murray offered a weak smile, but instead of smiling back, the rich man went red in the face.
You lazy man. If you knew I can make money even when I haven't worked for it, you should have at least kept my money in the bank where it would have earned a little bit.
Sure.
The rich man turned to his personal assistant and ordered,
take Murray's credits and give them to Zane, who already has 10,000 credits. Oh, and take Murray off my payroll immediately.
The message of Jesus' story was clear. If you are responsible for what you were given, you'll be given more. If you wasted it, you end up with nothing.
When Jesus told the story about the boss and the 3 servants, I think it was really a story about you and me. God is like the boss in the story, and we're the ones he entrusted with bags of gold. Okay, so maybe God didn't actually give you a bunch of gold, but you have definitely been given something. Each and every one of us has been uniquely created. We've been given unique talents and abilities. We use different parts of our brain. We are definitely not a dime a dozen. So, it's up to us to actually use what God has trusted us with. We can't just bury it in the ground and let it go to waste. And I think it's even better if we use what he's given us to make a difference in the world, to love God, and to love other people. So here's the rule for life to remember today. Make the most of what you've been given. So if you've got a talent for singing, then sing out loud and strong. If you're good at intense thinking, then think about how you can make the world a better place. And if you happen to have the talent for acting like a wild animal, then let it out of its cage every once in a while, even if it makes you look silly. Did you get it? You're right. It was a zebra. See you next time. I'm kidding. It was an elephant. A really good elephant, too. I wonder what part of the brain that was. This one? This one? This one? This one? Definitely this one.
We need to make a wise choice, guys. We need to make the most of what God has given us. Our money, our possessions, our talent, our time. Make the most of what God has given you. Make the most of what you have. That is our 4th rule for life. Make the most of what you have been given. Remember what Jesus told his disciples in the book of Luke 16 verse 10. Suppose you can be trusted with very little, with something very little, then you can be trusted with something very large. So what does that look like, boys and girls? Well, maybe you need to spend some time practicing a skill that God has given you, or make some time to volunteer somewhere, but make the most of what you've been given. Let's talk to God together. Dear God, thank you that you have given us so much, and that you have given us Jesus to show us the best way to live. Would you help us this week to make the most of what we have been given, our time, our talent, our treasure. Help us to do this well, Jesus, and help us to live by this rule of life well. Amen. Well, guys, thank you for joining us today. We hope that you have enjoyed this series, Rules for Life, and that you will remember all of those rules. Right? Now, just wait a little moment, because an activity will come up on the screen, and you will be able to do that activity so that you can remember what you have discovered today. And moms and dads, we have a Faith at Home video especially for you. Why don't you watch it so you can help to take your child's Sunday into Monday and the rest of the week. And if you have joined us for the very first time, we are so glad that you have. We want to say welcome, and we would love to connect with you. So why don't you connect with us on Facebook or Instagram, or pop us an email at gracekids@grace.org.za. We've really had such a great time with you, and we can't wait to see you again next time. Bye.
It's activity time. You will need your worksheet for Rules for Life series that you can fill in and have fun with. Enjoy!